Table I gives us the heat of reaction, and the other numbers listed here are standard pressure and room temperature. So if they ever ask you about what's the heat of reaction at 101 kilopascals and 298, you need to look at Table I. There are very specific reactions written here, and on the right is the heat of reaction. Delta H is heat of reaction measured in kilojoules. If you notice, there's an asterisk here, which tells you down at the bottom that the heat of reaction values are based on molar quantities represented in the equations. You don't yet know what molar quantities are, but it's for the reaction given here with the coefficients that are listed. And then underneath that, it says a minus sign indicates an exothermic reaction. So whenever it's negative, the way that the reaction is written is exothermic. And what that tells you is that that's the amount of heat that will be released. And when you write that into the equation or the reaction, the heat would go on the product side since it's leaving, or exothermic, it's exiting the equation. Those ones that are positive, that means that that's the amount of heat it had to take in order for the reaction to occur. So that heat would be written on the reactant side. So let me give you an example. I'm going to move this off to the side a little bit. If I was going to write out this reaction here, now if I wanted to include the heat, I would be writing that as one of the products. The minus sign just tells you that it's on the product side. You're not going to include a minus sign in the reaction itself. So now I would put my 3,351 kilojoules. Now if we take one that's endothermic, I've written out is actually this one right here, and it's endothermic. It has 182.3 kilojoules that it's going to absorb. That needs to be one of the reactants. And it doesn't matter if you put it before or after the other reactants. I just left room there to write it. You could have written it on this side of the reactants, but it does have to be on the left side of the reaction arrow.